I'm low-key racist on accident. I think I'm done with American black women. Like, it was, I gotta start getting ready for work soon, but it was this one chick from the Taylor that calls me twice, calls me like about 2 o'clock before I pass out. I don't know why I'm blocking the number, but I'm going to after this video. And then this other chick, now she's starting to fucking start an argument. I should have figured. She's like, oh, I'm having a bad day because I went to court about my kid, about this, and baby daddy. And she's like, I'm just frustrated. And now it seems like she's just taking the frustration out of me. She's picking every fucking thing to get a fight out of me. So, like I said on Snapchat, but like, her and I are not going to be talking much longer. Just because I feel like she's going to keep trying to ram me. This is going to get annoying as fuck. God damn. Like, she was fine to talk for the first 2 days, but she don't make past day 4, I guess. Shit, most people make past day 1 with me, so it's like, beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
My attempts at short.
At least he won the game, even though he tore his crotch.
Face the Netherlands on Saturday morning. Well, we've got more on the world's most popular sport with some history-making women kicking down barriers. That's next.
Football.
Okay.
That sounds like it's going to be something positive. Because I'm always about women improvement and women equality. But I feel like they're going to find some way to make it sad. What do you think? I agree. Sadly. It's going to be, oh yeah, she's the first ever to nutmeg to make a goal kick, but she couldn't make it onto the national team. Why? She's the best player. Put her on the national team. Let her win trophies for her country. It doesn't matter if she's a man or a female. If she can play, she can play. Yeah, let her play.
Such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease. And you may.
But this lady, lovely lady, I like her. But I think this has to do with a lot of the elderly in me. I think it's because my Haitian blood, more or less, because I don't really have any spiritual connections. Like when I was younger, I did go to church, but I fucking hated that shit. I think the reason why I hate it is because I realized there's a bunch of bullshit, and every time I ask questions, you're just like, shh, read the book. It'll answer all your questions. Bitches, you've been studying the book for 15 fucking years. Why can't you tell me goddamn answers? So that's part of my reason why I didn't really care for Christianity. But like, I've always had spiritual connections ever since I was young. I shit you not. I always fucking see shit, hear voices. God called me schizophrenic, but I don't give a shit either. Hear voices, see things, notice things drop. Pretty sure motherfuckers be stealing my shit and giving it back to me too. I'm like, as long as you give it back to me, that's all I really give a fuck about. As long as I don't need to write the fuck now, I ain't really gonna be pissed about it. I'll tell you about the old lady in the hot side. All right, now, the veil in me and the elderly. It's weird because they'll be telling me shit. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? And then I get a weird feeling from the energy. It's like, who the fuck am I talking to? But because there's always NPCs, as I call them, or just fucking, what should it be? Programs inside the system. As soon as you start asking things that you're not supposed to be asking, things go haywire, blah, this, blah, that. So when I get into those conversations, I try to have subliminal conversations with them. And one of the things that fucked with me is she's like, I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to go home. I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to go home. And I'm just like, you are home. Here's your bed. You are home. Here's your bed. Until I got that feeling, I was like, you don't mean what I think you do you? And then she was like, yes. And I'm like, oh. I don't know who the fuck delivered the message, but it also made me question, like, at some point or another, you're going to reach the age where your body isn't yours anymore. The more that I think about it, the more ignorant that I feel, because one thing that I've learned from a long time is the kids and the elderly have the exact same type of veil when it comes to spiritual awakening and awareness. So it's as easy for a spirit to hop into a kid as it is for them to hop into an elderly. Yet again, the veil, close to death, because the kid was just born, close to death because she's dying. Now, I don't know if it's like the closer that you, I'd assume it's closer that you are to death, the easier it is for them to hop in and out of you. And at the same time, like, you don't have to necessarily be close to death, but let's say your conscience is out, which is why you don't act like you would. And like every once in a while, you'll see them go back to their glory days while their family members will and understand, like, oh, look, she's back. Or it's like, oh, he was back for a second, and then they went away. And that's because they're dead. Even if their body's here, ladies and gentlemen, death comes in many forms. We are just taught about one form of it, sadly. Ladies and gentlemen, the more you know, the more that you understand, the less that they can fucking feed you and tell you to eat, because you can tell them, this is going to kill me, this is bad for me. But because you don't know what's good and bad for you, you're just gonna be like, thank you for always looking out for me. You're so gracious, you're so wonderful, you're so amazing. Not realizing they're fucking us. Information is key, ladies and gentlemen, and most of my information is found through fucking around and finding out. Because honestly, like, I keep thinking, like, what the fuck could I Google? What the fuck could I DuckDuckGo? What the fuck could I search? When most search engines are fucking bought by some big corporation and companies, some like books. But then again, how far back in the books do I have to find for it not to be shit that's rewritten and tarnished? So I'm just like, fuck it. Source always tells me. Source can't ever be tampered with. Bitch, I got a connection that no, I can't say nobody can touch, because there's other people that got the same connection as me, but I got a connection that can't be tampered with. Fuck's sakes, even the Bible was tampered with. God damn, it's like, I can't remember how many books were taken out of the original. So even if you read the Bible, you're not even reading the whole fucking Bible. You're reading like the Bible light. So it's like, how am I to trust those that have been here before me if they fell to the program that I seem to not be able to download, because I'm like, oh no, fuck that shit. There are other people that didn't take the download of the programming too, but they're just so far and few in between, and most of us are taught not to share our emotions or thoughts, blah this, blah that. Like, I'll find them eventually, but god damn, this journey's annoying. I'll tell you what, it's fucking lonely being around fucking bodies with no brains. I'll tell you what, shit be insane. I'll tell you what. But hey, it's part of the game, I fucking guess. People be judging me like it be bugging me. No, you just gotta see, I gotta exist, gotta live. Why the fuck you gotta say shit? Keep your mouth zipped, keep your lips glued together. Like, who the fuck asked you? Who the fuck told you? Why the fuck you think your opinion's holding you? Wait here, nah, wait here. I'm be right back. I'm gonna come back just to break your back. Don't need no gap. I just need to get somebody to record that, because you're a dumbass Islam. I don't know why the flip I listen to you with dumb. I don't even know why I react shit. I should just detach emotionally and physically. Spending all my time and energy just gonna have me locked up and shit. Ain't no place imprisoning me. So I'll just find another way to be free spiritually. That's why back onto the shit that used to get me kicked. Yeah, I didn't know what I'm doing, just lit. Always smoking, always choking, always coughing, always doing something like I should be in the coffin. Don't remind me of that, love. I already know. I wake up every time with this at the forefront of my mind. I shouldn't be here, always on borrowed time. I don't know when the sand's gonna finally light. Give me its last drop. When is this heart gonna stop? When am I gonna stop beeping and bopping? When am I gonna get this right? When am I gonna spit this tight? When am I gonna do anything that people want me to? I don't know. So keep watching, maybe I will eventually. Not trying to be out here trying to be enemies, but I'll make enemies of the villains though. The rapists, the groomers, the molesters, I don't give a shit. But I'm also trying to think of, like, what can I pull from every interaction I have, regardless of how short, regardless of how long, regardless of how detrimental to my character it is, or just not at all. It's just like, what can I fucking never grabbed that. It's a good thing I have money, I guess. What can I pull from this experience? Nothing. And why the fuck am I sitting in this experience? We're bored. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Because we have shitty control of ourselves. We kind of do. Like, I'll just go anywhere just to be there. Like, I would watch paint dry. And I don't even need any substances. My fucking mind itself sober is so fucking retarded. It's just like, why are you doing this? I don't fucking know. Why the fuck am I alive? Like, leave me goddamn alone. At least I'm not fucking molesting people, fucking brainwashing people. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm watching paint dry. And that's probably why people don't like me. But I'm like, at least I don't do the things I don't do. So fuck you. fact about me, ever since I came to the U.S. until about senior year of high school, I had to deal with CPS. And by deal with CPS, what I mean is from about, I'm pretty sure it was kindergarten. That's not my earliest memory. Honestly, my earliest memory is like third, if not fourth grade. But my case holder was fucking attractive, and I thought it was sexy that she had a twin sister. I'm like, I don't know if I have to talk to her every fucking year. She's pretty. That's my senior year. Then it was a different casework. I'm like, ew. I'm glad I'm graduating because I ain't got to deal with you guys' ass anymore. I'm glad I'm also turning 18 because CPS only stands for Child Protective Services. 18 means I'd have to deal with APS, but I'm not mentally disabled enough where APS would give a shit about me. I'm mentally capable, even though some people might think I'm mentally unstable, and I'm just like, depends on what day you catch me on. Back to the point. So CPS always had to talk to me and a couple of my siblings, and we were taught to talk to them. Funny thing about that was, I'm trying to think, at least the last time, because there was actually 1 year from fucking kindergarten to senior year that I didn't have to talk to CPS, and that was probably because I was already in the system. What fucking year was I think that was sophomore year. Because junior year I was taken out of the home. No, it might have been senior year. No, it was probably senior year, to be honest. It was senior year because the last house I was taken out, and it was one of those. It had to have been either sophomore or senior year, I swear. And the main questions about that CPS used to ask is who took care of the kids, what does mommy do, what does daddy do, what does Daniel do, what does this person do, what does that person do. And like I said, we were taught to lie. So we just said, mom takes care of the girls, she didn't do shit. Dad take care of the boys. Just help mom and dad with the other stuff on top of cleaning the house and blah this and blah that. But the truth of the matter was, dad did no. Daniel, in my mind, because it's the easiest way I can understand and explain at this point in time, is he was more or less of an indentured servant, I don't give a shit. But with other twists and caveats that I might go into a different time. And then my dad, he actually did do a lot of work. But what did the lady of the house do? Bitch, complain, and always house shop and kid shop. So, like, I don't know. She was a nurse for 20 years, but she also, like, she has mental issues. And I've known that for a long ass time. But who's going to believe someone without credit and history inside of mental health? Now do you believe me, ladies and gentlemen? Because when she went to the hospital probably about 2 years ago, they found it out. And my dad was like, my son's been telling us this for years. And why she has mental health issues is due to the fact that she's actually a product of incest, ladies and gentlemen. At least from the stories that they told me, because the problem with listening to her is she's also a compulsive liar, so I don't even know what's true when she speaks anymore. It's just, she says what she says, and I'm just like, if I at least knew what your mental disability was, I could at least figure out how to handle you. But because I don't, it's just like, I just know I can't really trust anything that you say. And just take everything that you say and or do with a grain of salt. I don't know how the fuck she was able to do what the fuck she was able to do in life, but like, it worked for her in a sense, and that's how I got here, and I'm like, wow. If only things would have went accordingly. Which I don't know what accordingly means, but in a perfect world, I shouldn't be here, and she wouldn't be here. So that means I should have been dead. Because in a perfect world, incest wouldn't have existed. The mother could have aborted, or the father would have been thrown in jail or dead or some shit like that. On the product of the incest, if I remember correctly, it was father, daughter. The daughter was mentally disabled as it was. And then father did what father does, being probably a fucked up person or somebody that shouldn't be a fucking parent. Raped her, then she gave birth to the lady, and then the lady grew up to... Because from my understanding, she said she also met her mom. I'm just like, how do you meet your mom if your mom's disabled? And like, when she said disabled, she never really said what the disability was. So I can't tell you exactly what disability that she might have gotten from her birth mom. So I'm just like, So everybody up in this motherfucker fucked up is what you're telling me. Everybody. Not a single one of these motherfuckers aren't fucked up to a certain degree.
And that's why I keep telling people I fucking lived in a nut house, but how the hell did I tell you guys if you don't really know the story? Probably why I have high belief and approval of abortion being legal, but then again, I am never going to be a person carrying a baby, so I, technically speaking, shouldn't have a thought and or opinion upon it. Even though if I was to get a girl pregnant, I would like her to carry it to term, but to be honest, I do understand how much of a sacrifice from the level that I can understand from being a female it takes. Yeah, from being a male to females understanding. Like, I understand it takes 9 months on the body, on top of the fact it fucks up with your hormones, on top of the fact it will fucking kill you, on top of the fact it could tear your fucking uterus from your A to your Z or some shit like that, on top of the fact that you could even give birth to the child and absolutely hate the child because of postpartum depression, on top of the fact that there's so many things that go into pregnancy, yet life paints a lot of things to be beautiful and not ever being stressful. And it's just like, if you don't want, just abort it. In fact, I understand a lot of shit. It's annoying because people just want to look at me and just be like, you're probably stupid. And you're probably just a waste of my time, so I'll just keep moving on anyways. And like, yeah, I am probably stupid in some instances. Like, if you put me on fucking carpentry, I'm fucking retarded. You put me on a fucking roof, I'm fucking retarded. You put me on asphalt, I'm back to being a genius, can actually understand a handful of that shit. You put me in the classroom, depending on what you're having me do in the classroom, like teaching the kids, depending on the subject, I'm fucking genius. But at least to have behavioral, oh, I'd fucking be good as a behavioral teacher, just because I've had to learn a lot of shit about myself because nobody wanted to teach me. Clearly didn't have the money to see the doctors for them to tell me what the fuck's wrong with me. So I literally had to spend a lot of time investing on myself because, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's going to save you in this world. Either you save yourself or you just drown. And every day I wake up, I'm realizing that. Continue with fact and let's see. Tough.
You ever hear me? Hear me? You ever have a thought
That I'm aware of? The fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, here's a disclaimer on my personality. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I am an orphan. Do you know what that means? Even my own parents gave birth to me like, yeah, we don't like this one. We're just gonna put you in an orphanage. Like, I'm not even quite sure if I'm the oldest, the second child, or third child, but I'm pretty sure I give middle child energy. I dabble in a lot of things. I don't really know what I love to do the most. I figured this is a great way to incorporate my poetry, post on YouTube, my photography skills, because all these photos that you see, I took myself. So it's like, if a photo that I've taken happens to match a title to a poem or any of my videos that I'm making, I feel like, shit, 2 in 1. Plus, I'm a pretty damn attractive person, so like, you're probably gonna click to see my pretty face, just see a black screen. But either way, like, I'm showing off more than one talent. It's funny, yes, but shut up and listen to him for a hot second. If you connect his dots, typically crazy understands crazy, so I'm fluent in crazy. What he's saying is, he's...
All right, I'm going to put...
They ended up with a degree.
But I have a...
Someone literally woke up and chose fuck with E today, didn't they? Like, 2 of my videos getting content fucking reviews for what? I ain't done shit. But I am shitting right now. Fun fact. I have an OnlyFans, I just don't know what to do with it. I made it probably about half a year ago. Kind of like how this is how I also started off TikTok. I had this one girl in my life that just loved being on my phone. She's like, hey, you think I see your phone? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing shit. I'm just vibing. I'm just doing what I do. So she'd hop on my phone, literally create 2 fucking TikToks off my Facebook and my Google account. And then after a while, I just kicked off all the videos that she made on those TikToks, changed the name because I'm like, the fuck, Bay forever. Oh, hell no, hell no. And I made them my TikToks. So originally, I'm only on TikTok because somebody else started this shit. At least one of my accounts. And the other accounts, I created myself. if not 2 of my accounts.
I figured out what I could do for my OnlyFans, though.
So before I fuck chicks, and this is something I'm going to incorporate for anybody past, the last girl I slept with, I gave her full body massage before I gave her the D. Why? Because I want to be a masseuse one day. And I figure, the fuck not. She rates it. If she likes my fucking masseuse shit, then cool. If she doesn't, then whatever. But either way, it adds on to the experience of being with me because I do 2 things that guys typically don't do. Give head and do a massage. And my dick game ain't that, because I know my dick game ain't always going to be 1,000. I know, I come quick sometimes. So, you could say my dick game bad, but you can't say the experience was bad.